there, getting there. Uh-huh. Even the feedback says so. How's it going? Oh, that'll do, I guess. Hey, Lee, how's it going, man? You're right. Yeah, let's sit this time. Dig it. Okay. There. Yeah, it needs to be more of an upward angle. Hey, Monty, how's it going, buddy? Sorry to hear about your joints there, bud. Sucks getting old. I think that'll be fine. I want to go with a bit of, well, we'll just sort out some of the inking first, and then we'll figure out the lighting as we go. It's the usual way we want to do this. Hey, Carlos. I don't think I do there, Monty. I don't know. Or, sorry, Lee. I don't think I can zoom in and out. If I can, I don't know how. It seems like the distance from the camera to the page is always different. I'm not sure if that's something I'm doing or if it's just some weird setting that it's on. Yeah. No, it's, sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's not. Hey, Michael, you can absolutely envision him pointing at a can of beans if you so choose. We're not doing lettering directly on the page, so you pick the context. Hey, Saber, how's it going? Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. No, I like how this page is going, definitely. Absolutely. No, lines are all already there when I start drawing. For sure. Yeah, no, Lee's having fun. No, this is all, yeah, original stuff. You can see there's like next to no lines down here, even from the start. The ones that are there, yeah, I did still put those there anyway. That must, that would be a fun talent to have. To be able to visualize it beforehand. I can't see it until it's on the page. I have no ability to think visually. It's like, man, that'd be handy as an artist. That's not going to work too well. Let's try that. Much better. A bit far, but oh well. More important that it's all smooth than that it's not thick enough or too thick or whichever. Yeah, no, I have a vague idea. Like, again, it's more in terms of like panels I've seen before. Stay close, please. Closer than that would be better. And then, yeah, I just kind of start working on the page and see how it develops. We're working out so far, Thanks, man. I think it looks pretty good. Let's see. Around there-ish. Where the fuck did I get this curve from? It wasn't the other way, was it? I don't think so. No, definitely not. Got a little thick down here. Okay. Almost tempted to try and freehand this, but I don't think that would work out too well. Yeah, no, that'll definitely do it. I mean, my backgrounds are almost never part of the original idea, whatever that is. It's just kind of like, what can we fill the space with? Generally speaking. I want a little bit of Walt Simonson metal texture here, but see if I can find what I did back in issue 4, I think. Where's that spread? There we go. I wonder if I was using Tombow. I think that was a Tombow. That was the easiest. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they're, I don't know if they're any harder for me. They're not particularly fun for me, but hey, Brain, how's it going, buddy? We can just do it like this, I suppose. Let's do the 05 or the 08. Something thick. We need something a little closer than that, really. No, I don't think I'm going to get it done tonight. I don't think that's too much of a stretch. Fuck it. Yeah, this doesn't look like anything. I have to get rid of that, I think. It's a good try, but come on. Yeah, no. Sometimes they don't work. Three streams for a page? Yeah, kind of in that neighborhood. I'd trust Lee on it. I think he's been keeping track pretty well. Hey, Radoms, how's it going, buddy? I want that. Try up a little bit more. I guess we can put on a movie. It's not the worst idea. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, with Nicolas Cage and all that. I remember thinking it was okay. Not the best Lovecraft thing I've seen. But, you know, it's certainly not the worst either. Yeah. The thing is, it's not a very cinematic kind of story either, right? Not that a lot of Lovecraft things really are, which is part of the problem with trying to adapt Lovecraft. It doesn't work too well when you never see whatever the monster is. You know, it doesn't really pique a lot of producers' interests. Was it straight from the book? Oh man, it's been a little while since I've seen it now. I think it was not too long after they first released it. That was when I watched it. I was like, okay, I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to adapt this one. Let's see how they do. It's like, yeah, they did okay, from what I recall. So why don't we put on The Rock? I think I've got Armageddon as well, but we'll save that for another day. We'll do a twofer of Armageddon and Pearl Harbor one day. Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry, this isn't in the screen here. I don't remember Tommy Chong even being in that, but okay. You could be making that shit up, and I just have to believe you. Ah, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't remember. I got nothing. We got glorifying the military right off the bat. Michael Bay just can't help himself, can he? So let's see. I think we want some underlighting here. Even though it doesn't make a whole lot of sense considering it's more of the light source, but that's all right.
Congressman Weaver and esteemed members of the Special Armed Services Committee, I come before you to protest a grave injustice.
Oh, is Ed O'Neill? No, no, Ed O'Neill is fucking Married with Children. Ed Harris? That's the one. Hey, okay, how you doing, buddy? So is Ed Harris the villain in this? I guess he must be, right? He's the guy who's been screwed by the system. That feels like what they're setting him up for anyway.
I miss you so much. There's something I've got to do, Bug. Something I couldn't do while you were here. I tried. You know I tried everything. And I still don't have your attention. Let's hope this elevates the thinking.
I do remember him being in the Jackson Pollock movie. I don't think I ever watched the Jackson Pollock movie, but I remember those commercials.
Please don't think less of me.
I'm gonna guess that's a quote from something. I didn't recognize it either. I have not seen it again, probably since it first came out on DVD. Oh, what did he do to you, Lee? I think his painting's kind of worthless, but like I don't hate the guy. Hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy?
Marine, report the garrison CO that General Hummel's coming on board for the security inspection team.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's an honor having you, sir.
Oh, you gotta take off, Monty? All right, man. Have a good one. Good seeing you. Hey, congratulations, Mike. Hey, Seth. Oh, thanks very much. Appreciate that. No, I'm planning on hitting that reasonably soon. I think. We'll see. There's a lot of comics to hit.
I got the access cards. We got 30 minutes till those starts were off. The access card, sir. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think I remember that post, Mike, from Instagram. Has that already been a year? Shit. Good shit. That's some awesome stuff. Yeah, we're listening to The Rock today. I love people who can recognize The Rock from like the sound of it.
I want 16, Baker. Move it!
Ah, okay, yeah. No, it does sound fairly distinctive. Hey, Roland, how's it going? There was a. Okay, I can see there being an interesting video essay on Michael Bay. Curious to see what that would be like. Yeah, I guess they are too.
She's here. Bring it to me now. Thank you, Bill. Call one.
There's my O2 at.
She thinks it's dumb to spend $600 on an album. Carl is the right one for to spend $13 on a CD, man. First of all, that's because I'm a Beatlemaniac. And second, they sound better. Could be serious. Could be sad down.
Make sure the volume's as high fire up as it can get. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's. I mean, it's if for just having something to watch on, you know, to pick a day. It's easy to just go see a Michael Bay thing and be like, okay, well, I mean, it'll be diverting anyway. Like it'll be distracting.
October 1, 0900 hours. Agent Stanley Goodspeed. Agent trainee Marvin Ishwood initiated exam at Wooden Crate. Suspicion of sarin gas. Inside, Marvin sarin is a GB hassle. That is correct. Some dirty magazines. Stone Age cave girls in the wrong. Kinky. And, not a good sign. Look at Stan. Hi there, Stanley. Don't. Hi, Stan. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's off. You know, guys, we'll have that room clear in 50 seconds. You're gonna be okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, like he seems to definitely know what he wants his movies to look like and what he wants them to accomplish, and he seems to do that. So maybe he's kind of successful.
Everybody, out of the room, now! See what's inside. Where are the sprinklers, Ronner? It's in my fucking suit, alright? Just wash us off! Where are my sprinklers?
We're working on it. Tommy, it's just a flow problem.
That's a pretty big freaking problem, Ronner. Fix it now!
We're working on it. How about time getting that detonator?
Get a tank! Look at this!
We're gonna have the room clear.
scene. What the fuck are you waiting for? Stand here, take the fucking needle now. Wait a second. Is that Shootouts? If you die, we all die. Inject your heart and veins to fuse the bomb.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, and they both do fairly well.
How big this shit? You want me to stick this into my heart? Are you fucking nuts? Wait, Tommy, Tommy. Okay, here we go.
I guess that's the thing with fetishists. They're going to be pretty sure that they're, you know, yeah, no, this is what I want.
20 seconds.
We're not gonna make it.
15. Fuck out of this gas chamber. Stab myself in the heart with this thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I had kind of an interesting day myself.
Okay, I don't remember seeing that. That sounds interesting.
Fuck some guys. Who tried to neutralize before blowing up the office. So I took the rest of the day off. Last one, a little guitar. Just relax. Wow. I mean it, honey. The world is being finished. Now, I really believe that anyone's even thinking about having a child in this world is totally considered natural. I know, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. What's your name, baby?
Of course she is.
I'm sorry. Really?
Hey, Molly, how's it going? Yeah, shit. I should have just like shoved a bunch of ink up my nose when I felt that was coming on. Oh well. Next time. Next time.
Just turned blue, so I went to the doctor. You didn't mean what you said, did you?
When?
Just right now, when you were talking about bringing a child into the world and having to be an active.
I meant it at the time.
Silly, at the time, you said it 7.5 seconds ago.
Gosh, God, a lot's happened since then. What went I do?
Nuts. Why didn't you mention it?
It's funny.
You love me?
What's up with you?
It sounds like it's potentially fun and potentially just kind of a way for him to stroke his own ego, but
Is it really true that there's never
maybe both.
That's true. From 1936 until 63, when the prison closed, there were 14 10. No one is believed to have made it, sure. A lot.
Hey, no. I'm sorry, but seriously, no. I don't really give a shit. You give a shit? Come here, Trudy. Hey, girls. You all having a good time? Do something fun?
Is the game still going? How is it? It's tied. Yay.
The most awesome scum in America.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess for the time, that was gonna happen. Kind of dumb. It's like, what does that have to do with the fucking commercial? But or that guy's fame, whatever fame he had.
Being a caged animal. Spent a couple of years in there.
What's the matter, fellas? I'm not talking.
What kind of fucked up toy is this?
Hey, Jomix. Not generally. Usually draw my own guys.
Welcome to the Rock, gentlemen. Man, the chopper's on the backside.
They want to pay me, I'll draw them. But, you know, that hasn't happened yet.
I'm not allowed to carry a gun. Oh, you're not allowed to carry a gun. I got a goddamn gun. If I know this is going to have another problem, I'm not a fucking gun. Hey!
Were we talking about? I guess we were.
I want to be up at 1600.
Or I guess you were anyway.
Thumbs up. Possible penetration point in the shower room. We're setting anti-intrusion. Brought a personal touch, sir. Any motion trembler device.
Sure, just, you know, as a commission, absolutely I would.
What's it do? We head back into the laser beam. And then if they disturb Mr. Backup here, we own him.
Nobody's been willing to pay up for commission yet, so there haven't been any too many strayings from just drawing my characters.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're being detained against your will. For that, I apologize. It's not our intention in any way to harm you. You will not be detained 1 minute longer than is necessary for us to complete our mission.
And I mean, I did on this page. Is she showing up though? Oh, she's not showing up. That's the problem. Okay, here, watch this. This is gonna be fucking magic then. Ta-da! There we go. Already did it. All right, then I'll go back. Got to go back to drawing on the other side. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
This is my first operational situation with you, and I have to say thus far your conduct reflects your reputation. Thank you, General. Thank you, sir. We have achieved our position through poise, precision, and audacity. For this, we must now add resolve. We'll be branded as traitors, gravest capital crime, punishable by death.
Sure, but I mean that was in. I mean, it's not exactly a Marvel character or DC or anything like that. That was for holiday season kind of stuff. What the shit was that? Stop that. That was my phone. Sorry about that. Not on mute.
48 hours, you will evacuate this island in gunships under cover of hostages and VX gas warheads. Your destination, a non-extradition treaty country.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
You will each be paid a fee of $1 million for services rendered. But you can never again set foot on your native soil.
There you go.
Families are told fairy tales
No, that's true. That's true.
and denied compensation. Well, I have choked on these lies my entire career. Well, here and now, the lies stop.
I didn't realize we had some space we could move this into. Boink. There we go. All in there. Why am I only doing one at a time? Yeah, sorry about that. My phone kicked in, and now it's I don't know. It's downloaded some kind of program where it boots me out of whatever I'm doing at the time. I'm not even sure what that is, like which program it is, or I should try and find it and disable it. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
I want to know who I'm talking to. This is Brigadier General Francis.
No, that was my fault.
States Marine Corps from Alcatraz.
Kind of. And that I haven't, been proactive about getting rid of whatever that fucking program is.
Cisco office is Alcatraz.
Last night, General Hummel, using brutal but non-lethal force under the guise of a security exercise, walked off with 15 VX poison gas rockets. He lost one of his own men in the process.
Well, not in terms of the charge. We're at 83%. I think we're okay. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Well, I think Legion might be a better description of Sinclair. Well, now we can have kidnapping and extortion in his list backwards. Mr. Sinclair, General Hummel is a man of honor. General, it's him.
Yeah, I mean, we still got the same amount of people on, so I think we're doing okay. Everybody seems to be back now.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
I don't know, Frank. Why don't you tell me? A lot of very, very worried people here, Frank.
I'll come straight to the point. 83 Force Reconnaissance Marines have died under my various commands. 47 in northern Laos and southern China.
Southern China never admitted we sent troops into China.
Who is this? Identify yourself.
White House Chief of Staff Aide Sinclair.
How old are you, Chief of Staff Sinclair?
I'm 33.
Well, Mr. Sinclair, you've Operation Desert Storm, the surgical hits made by our smart bombs covered so well on CNN, it was my men on the ground that made those hits possible by lasing the targets. 20 of them were left to rot outside Baghdad after the conflict ended. No benefits were paid to their families. No medals conferred. These men died for their country and they weren't even given a goddamn military burial. The situation is unacceptable. You will transfer $100 million from the Grand Cayman Red Sea Trading Company account to an account
I mean, they do cut. They don't just stab.
operations of $1 million will be paid to each.
That's always been the case, though.
The rest of the funds I will disperse at my discretion. Do I make myself clear?
Except for the Red Sea Trading Company. What is that?
Identify yourself.
It's FBI Director Womack, General.
It's a slush fund where the Pentagon keeps proceeds from illegal arms sales.
Jesus, Frank, this is classified information.
You alert the media. I launch the gas. You refuse payment. I launch the gas. You've got 40 hours till noonday after tomorrow to arrange transfer of the money. I am aware of your countermeasure. You know, and I know it doesn't stand a chance. Hummel from Alcatraz. Out.
All right. We have to identify the hostages and contact each of their families. Want something, make up a story. We gotta keep this undercover. If this comes out, the city of San Francisco will be in chaos. I am talking again.
Wait a minute. What is the potential casualty rate for a single rocket armed with VX poison gas generators?
60 or 70
That's not so bad.
thousand.
70,000 dead. 1 teaspoon.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Easily pull up 200 feet.
he's allowed to get a little bit creative with the name. It doesn't have to be completely appropriate.
Will kill every living organism in an 8-block radius. Get the point? What is on your countermeasure?
Standard poison is countered by napalm. It burns it up, consumes it upon detonation. Now, the problem with VX poison gas is that it's designed specifically to withstand napalm. That's where thermite plasma comes in.
Thermite plasma incendiary systems can burn hot enough to consume VX, but they're still in the test phase. It's not operational. Hummel knows this. You're dealing with one smart son of a bitch.
What's it going to take to equip a flight of F-18s with thermite plasma within the next 36 hours?
Thank God.
Excuse me.
Maybe we can try.
Hey, Jafar, thank you. Appreciate it.
Consider the use of this as a secondary initiative.
We have to go to our primary initiative, Admiral.
Sir, I'd like to bring in our SEAL ground commander, Commander Anderson.
Mr. Womack, who is your best chemical biological man?
How could they possibly know the general?
Good speed. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll be down. Yeah, downstairs.
No, you won't.
I have to go to San Francisco.
No, you do not have to go to San Francisco. Are you kidding me right now? You need to stay here and talk to me about things. I am Catholic. Do you realize that? I am pregnant and I am unmarried. This causes a serious problem.
Now, that's the thing. Is I don't. Yeah, we're still watching The Rock. I don't know how much of it is you can actually hear. That's the problem. Is that it's not super loud, but yeah. No, I would talk about the drawing, except I don't know what I'm doing exactly in terms of techniques. So, just kind of making this shit up.
I got it. Nighttime airdrop incursion is now near the full moon. Likewise, a final seaside attack. If we're compromised and shots are fired, Hummel might launch. Our only alternative is an attack from within the prison. We penetrate the island through the tunnels under the prison buildings, undetected, and emerge in its center. That way understand you studied the architectural plans.
They're useless. Alcatraz has been ripped up and rebuilt for years. Under there is a maze of shit. There's no question, Joe. We need first-hand intelligence.
So what about the former order?
Died in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
All the guards we contacted were useless.
Yeah, winging it would be a good explanation.
There is someone who I think you know.
I mean, this one's in contention now. If you want to see more of what I've done, you can always go back on my. I mean, you're on the channel now. You can go back. There's a archive of live streams and speed arts you can check out.
He does exist. We just chose to forget him for 30 years. We locked him up and threw away the key.
What a goddamn verdict is. He broke out of 2 maximum security prisons. He hits the streets.
He's not gonna hit the streets, Jaden. 30 years ago, he was a highly trained SAS operative. He's my age now, for Christ's sake. I have to get up 3 times a night to take a piss.
Can't risk letting him go. He's a professional escape artist.
Yeah, this pen's not holding up too well. Yeah, thank you, Lee. Appreciate it. It'll hire you to promote this thing for me. Lord knows I can't do it.
Neat playing.
Dr. Goodspeed, James Womack.
No, this thing's toast.
Sir, thank you.
Some very hard.
Okay, new one. There should be another loose one around here.
Blew my eyebrows off. I saw the guy. Do it ever since.
Maybe not. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, you and me both, Lee. Isn't that how everybody does speed art? There we go. I'd love a toy deal too, but so far the wait and let them come to you approach hasn't been working too well. I don't know why. And already these are kind of dried out.
It's been a fairly interesting day so far. Prisoners here, showing me. Now my boys, they haven't been able to follow this guy. Who is he anyways?
His name is John Mason, a British national incarcerated on Alcatraz in 1962. Escaped in 63.
I was under the impression that no one ever escaped Alcatraz.
Paxton, no, no. This man
Oh, good stuff. I'll have to take a look at that at some point.
states will agree. Does not exist. Come on, what? How escape the rock, specifically the routing to the island's bowels?
Keep it on ownership compared to offer him a full pardon. And Paxton, no stories.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sean Connery was even in this.
I don't let his anger clouding the issue.
And yeah, I'm sure starting my own toy company is probably the way to go. That's definitely what I need to make money.
Fucking me over for another 3 decades. I don't know anything about the previous matters. I'm here because a special situation exists. The reviewing might be grounds.
Now, what might that be? In jail longer than Nelson Mandela, so let him walk and run for president.
Not exactly.
I feel rather like Alchemedus. Alchemedus, he was a president by his king in ancient Greece. Like Sir Walter Raleigh.
Um, I think Lemo's supposed to to his Patreon now, but I haven't really had one. Like a different vice. I've been stealing the odd smoke, so there's that. Can't really do that after tomorrow, so we'll see if I switch to something else. Hopefully, usually it's food. You gotta find something to fill the void. As hey, you know, I'm hungry, obviously. So any attempt to lose weight usually comes to a halt when I try and quit. It's not, you know, I prefer it. It wouldn't be. It's just, you get that like I'm missing something feeling. That like the closest thing I can usually associate it with is hunger. So, you know,
You're an FBI agent. What is your specialty again? Chemical weapons. Don't mention it.
you get some food going, and it's like, that kind of feels similar for a minute, anyway.
We got less than 24 hours. Give it a shot.
Oh, there's always withdrawal cravings. Yeah, just that sense that, you know, like I'm missing something for my day-to-day life, you know.
Federal FBI. Well, I'm Stanley Goodspeed.
But of course you are. Leasing at his name, right?
Of course, man.
And you have an emergency.
That's right.
And you need my help.
Exactly right.
Coffee.
No, thank you.
Not for me. Coffee.
Oh, yes. Well, that was in fact going to be my next. We got a cup of coffee in here, please.
No, sir. Take these.
Yeah, I mean, like if I'm at work, usually I'll just chew gum, and I'll chew like a shit ton. It's, you know, it kind of works. Keeps my face busy for a few minutes. Well, like maybe up to half an hour, and then it just all of a sudden starts tasting disgusting. Because that's what gum does.
This is a part of the release contract with the Attorney General's office. Now, makes you a free man. But you cooperate.
Oh, anything going on with the game? Looks like the game's over.
Sign where it says
Signature.
fear the Greeks, even when they bring gifts.
Oh, that's good. There's a possibility.
What in fact I have a field agent, Mr. Mason.
Really?
Yes.
In which field? Then you're trained in weaponry, explosions, Mortal Kombat.
Well trained.
That's the Belmont Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I want a suite. Shower, shave.
I think I'm good there, brain. You know,
And I also suggest,
I don't think that's gonna help it. Like, you know, in terms of
Am I out of style?
I'm not sure which one you're all good
my health or my budget, really.
Call the floor. Close the floor if necessary, but I want them sealed off. It's 2 hours max. Greg John, good speed. What is
Yeah, I can't quite do the bubble gum at work. I'm tempted to try, regardless, but like just regular gums, it seems like it's almost pushing it anyway.
It says sign federal documents. Isn't that illegal? With all due respect, sir, I'd like clarification. We need that man my word.
You're on a need to know basis. You don't need to know.
Francisco. I repeat, do not come to San Francisco.
Stanley, no. What, like hell I'm not coming.
Wait, Carlos.
Who's Carla? Why don't you want him to come to San Francisco?
You're on a need-to-know basis. You don't need to know.
Watch it,
Sure, that'll work okay.
All commands for the operation.
I'm not arms. I'm unarmed, sir. I let the...
Okay, we'll let that dry a bit. Let's see here.
You're a chemical freak. Chemical super freak, actually, but I still need a gun.
Come on.
You're sure to meet some gentle people. And Tacoma. If you're going to San Fran,
Never did see Ghost in the Shell.
Room service. This is the penthouse. Snacks, drinks.
Or Aeon Flux for that matter. Which I kind of conflate the two.
no scissors. You've got to be kidding me. No scissors. I mean, did they tell Picasso no brush?
Scissors, this man could kill you.
Can't cut anyone's balls off with a trimmer now. Why don't we do this outside? It's the sun.
Oh, did this to you. This is just like back. Nasty.
Rob's strength stuff.
Well, it's some kind of thing. Do you think we have time for a seatbelt protein pack and maybe some color?
No.
Okay. Not very nice, is it?
No, it's not.
Hey, Tony, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Okay, so it took a while to kind of find what it was doing.
Hey, somebody ordered. Can't let it go to waste. Don't you ever stop eating?
That when it's free.
You're supposed to be on duty. Hey, don't worry, he's an old man. Boss is watching. Come on, try some of this lobster. My secretary here will settle the bill. So what do you have in store for me, Womack? This is open. You'll get your life back, miss. But you could have given me my life back years ago. Why should I trust you now? You got my word. You shake on it.
Mister!
Drop the gun, or I drop your boss.
You will not.
It's getting very heavy.
We pull him up. Please don't.
Come on, Scout. I catch you.
Help me! Where are we going? Hang on! Please get out! This is gone!
Okay, which one were we talking about? We're talking about Ghost in the Shell, right? So this was the cartoon? I assume we're not talking about the movie.
This is my hobby. I don't want anything. Dents or scratches or a heavy arm.
I think they did make a Ghost in the Shell, didn't they? Because one was Charlize Theron and one was Scarlett Johansson, wasn't it? Yeah. Which one's this? That looks like Scarlett.
Suspect is in a black Humvee heading west on California.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I always conflate Ghost in the Shell and Aeon Flux. They're exactly the same thing to me.
I want a nip put on this son of a bitch, you hear me?
Okay.
Guys hitting every fucking thing in sight, trying to block us. I hope you're insured. Oh, why not? Hello? I'm only borrowing your Humvee. Information? San Francisco? Jade Angelou. That's A-N-G. I'm on board, yo. How y'all doing today? Hang on.
Guys, I mean that's what you get though for licensing the thing, right? It's not your thing anymore. The best you can do is hope to make money off of whatever this new thing is, and that it doesn't suck too bad, and your name won't be associated with something that sucks. Nope, never saw it myself either. Was he meant to be James Bond? I haven't really been paying too much attention to what Sean Connery's been doing. Is that the point? Because he was well, they said he was an SAS agent. They should have said MI5, I think. But I guess that works just as well. I mean, people were much more interested in the SAS in the 90s anyway.
Fucked up your Ferrari.
It's not mine.
MI6, is that it? Okay. I don't remember. I don't keep track of those ones. SAS, I know. Yeah, GSG9, Spetsnaz, those guys. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, and I had my little phase where I was big into the special forces guys, not so much the spy side of things.
They got medical records, they got place of birth, Glasgow. They don't have a name. Oh, wait a minute. They have next of kin, Jade Angelo, 32 Stinson Drive, San Francisco.
Jade,
No, Stacy.
were you afraid to come along?
Yeah.
You see, I never had much of an interest in spy stuff.
Last photograph I had of you, you look like tan.
Yeah? Well, I found a picture of you among my mom's things when she died.
But I read all sorts of SAS and SEALs shit, all the fiction off of that.
How's the firearms?
Got lame pretty quick, but you know,
She was very special.
it's fun for a little while.
But I don't think that we should romanticize what happened between you and her. Meeting in a bar after a Led Zeppelin concert. Hit out. That was the result.
Oh, I'd like to think you could have led somewhere and found me.
Tell me what? 6 federal marshals had you kicked down a door and dragged you back to prison? I'm sorry. So they let you out?
Yeah.
That's good. What did you do?
Hey, Mighty Geek, how's it going, buddy? No, I know. He was what was it? Not Rangers, was it?
But I'll be coming back. And maybe we can.
Oh, it was like Ford Recon or some shit like that.
You know, you're almost the only evidence that I exist.
But I don't know you.
That's what I haven't changed, right? I've rehearsed this speech 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Here we are.
I don't know how I'm supposed to be feeling.
Shorten up the chin a little bit. That's getting a little out of control.
If you can believe that.
Like he's got a big chin, but that's a bit unnecessary.
Is this about you?
Rainforest. Yeah, that's about right. Okay.
FBI, ma'am. Father's working with us. He's helping us resolve a dangerous situation. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's always the thing I heard was that Christopher Lee was the inspiration for James Bond. I mean, yeah, dude has a cousin who was a super smooth super spy. Well, I mean, Nazi hunter, but same thing, really.
My jaw hurts like hell.
Let's see here.
Like an animal the rest of your natural fucking life. You're wrecked half the city.
I guess we gotta draw actual like panels and shit now, eh?
Tell me about the film. If you know the system, take you every duty.
And take back the air for the low tide.
That's just exactly where I'd come on.
Beneath the system.
Christopher Lee did have a metal band, put out a metal Christmas album and everything. Did a lot of like historical metal from what I saw.
Where do we go from there?
No, it's actually not meant to be a splash page exactly, because there's meant to be a bit of a lead-in, but I also cut off the lead-in panels by putting all this business up here. So I think in the actual finished version, I'm gonna have to flip it so that this stuff up here
I'll know when we're all in.
is the first thing you see.
Show us some of the bits.
My blueprint was in my head. I was underground for 3 days in the dark, just waiting for the times to be right. But don't worry, look.
Oop.
Not going. Wait a second. This piece of
Oh yeah, I saw stuff where like there was a while there. I think probably not too long after he died, where I was watching all sorts of just interviews with Christopher Lee. Because I mean, when he's not talking about movies, people try to get him onto the more interesting aspects of his life, and he's just kind of shuts them down. Very politely.
Big rock. A hot case. You're going on.
I did like the bit where, what was it, when some interviewer presented him with all of his old insignias from the old units he'd been with. Somebody had found them or put them together or something. That was a nice one.
But I've studied them. I should really begin briefing your guys on diffusing and detoxification. We've got a really neat layout over here. The camera as well as the rocket, so let's get rolling. It won't be necessary. It's very necessary, sir. Power may be on anything you can imagine. Ecological disasters. Plus the devices themselves are complicated.
Oh, let's see. What's the inside of the UN Secretariat building look like?
Expert. What's your problem?
You know, going out there. Under the water.
Well, earlier today you wanted a gun. Now you're getting a gun and a wetsuit.
You ever been in a combat situation? Fine combat, sir. Chat?
Where's I think it would have been issue 3. Well, he was part of. I remember he was hearing he was a Nazi hunter after the war,
In that case, no, sir.
which is would have been some busy work, I guess.
You all right? I mean, you're gonna make it through this thing. I was expecting something like that. Nothing prepares you for it. Now, I'm responsible for the city.
That's good stuff.
I know this isn't easy for you. Remember, you were trained for this kind of situation. Believe me, it'll come back. Besides,
Let's do it from this side, a bit more that way, so I don't have to see too much of the floor. Because I don't have to do that. The global. Maybe I should put the global thing in.
No, it's winter. It isn't. It's right. It's just fun.
you people who find it politically convenient to project.
We're gonna need that a bit
Nowhere, friend.
bigger, I think.
Tell you what is.
Yep.
15 VX gas rockets into the heart of San Francisco. You've got 17 hours to deliver the money. Be prepared to reap the whirlwind, gentlemen.
What's the word from Mojave? General Peterson gave us no definite assurance on the thermite class. That reads the line.
Green light to seal incursion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's yeah, I think so.
Listen up. Mr. Mason will run point for us. Lieutenant Shepard will be attached to his hip. You breathe, he breathes with you. You hiss, he helps. Understood? Goodspeed is our specialist. When he neutralizes the threat, we launch green flares and we wait for the cavalry. Make no mistake, gentlemen. We're in the fight of our lives. Against maybe the greatest battalion commander in the Vietnam War. I shit you not. Any questions? Slow up!
After you, Ace.
Ye- And then we're gonna do from behind them here. Yeah. Most of mine would just have to be from what I can remember from Spec Ops books I read like 30 years ago. No, I guess it's more like 25 now.
Shep, what's the status on the special operational gear for Mr. Mason?
Oh, we're losing the sound here. What's going on?
Let's see, we have 1 quart of kerosene, a squeeze
Oh, weird. And the visual isn't moving.
3 washers,
The video. Okay, I guess that doesn't matter for our purposes, but sure.
This is atropine. If you come in contact with the gas, you have 20 seconds to inject it into your heart.
What do Nicolas Cage and Christopher Lee have in common?
I have 3
Is Nicolas Cage royalty?
75 range, 6,000 meters.
I mean, I guess he's film royalty. Oh, there you go. They're actors. Okay, got it.
Tell me what is going on. Listen, Stanley Goodspeed is my boyfriend, actually.
Yeah, I guess they did. I don't know if we want to count Nicolas Cage's turn at it, but sure.
You just sit here and act like it's your logo.
Hey, wait! God damn it. Decoy choppers commencing one's out transfer. I just lost one, sir. I just lost one. We only got 2 flying in. I just lost one.
My day, we did all the snorkel. You're a flippers.
Your day?
Yeah, should read my resume.
I don't.
Yes, no, I do recall that he was a big, yeah,
I know something about you, Godspell.
the Luke Cage thing.
Goodspeed, Godspeed, Godspell. You never went to any anti-terrorist spoof. So just make sure you don't get us all fucking killed.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched more than half an hour of that Renfield movie. Hey, Joe. Thanks very much. Welcome to the stream. I tried to watch it, but it's trying too hard to be whatever the fuck it's trying to be. Could not get into that shit.
Ready to deploy!
Good luck, Commander. Sir, Raider 1 is at the drop zone.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. You know, they gotta make their money. Whatever. It's not like you only get so many kicks at the can when it comes to Dracula, right?
Dillinger, I want the perimeter patrol to the west end of the island. Double time.
Yes, sir.
Did he have the mustache and everything?
Patrol.
I don't remember that.
Let's move. Move on, move on, move on.
I have seen the new Nosferatu and the Herzog film. It's very similar. Very similar. I have no eye for direction or anything like that, though. Obviously, fucking what's his name? I don't remember the name of the director at the moment. I like the guy, but I can't remember his name right now. He's obviously trying all sorts of crazy shit because that's what he usually does. Yeah, the superhero thing really fucking bugged me.
The Eagles are on the run. They entered the sister room.
Eggers. Yes, I think it was Eggers. Robert Eggers.
Fucking what, Mr. Mason? To a room with no exit. The idea, Dillinger?
Of the Lighthouse and the Vovovich and the Northman. So,
I'd like to know how you plan on
I've seen all of those. I've not seen the Lighthouse yet. That's right.
I memorized the timing. I just hope it hasn't.
The Nancy A. Collins books? What are those?
Your course. Thanks, sir.
Wait a minute.
Sit never leave the site, but
Is that like The Night Inside or something?
Have a nice day.
Because I think I read those. Again, when I was about 20. Sonia Blue. Okay, that doesn't sound familiar.
what'd you dig up this guy?
Well, for sure. I mean, like, are we going to pretend Bram Stoker was a great writer or something?
no motion sensor strip.
Nothing.
If you've ever read Dracula, it's kind of a mess.
Switch forward.
The best stuff by far is the first scene where he's constantly quizzing Jonathan Harker about England.
Looks like he fucked this command.
Son of a bitch, you jumped ship.
Sunglasses After Dark. No, I don't know that one. Okay.
Welcome to the Rock.
No, that, yeah.
Basic. That's a no-no. That's somebody. I don't drop you into the dust. Do it. Ah.
We're talking about Dracula, is it? Eh.
Sir, the Eagles have reached the tunnel.
Which, Harker and Mina? I suppose it's okay.
You enjoying this? Well, it's certainly more enjoyable than my average day. Reading philosophy, avoiding gang rape in the washrooms. Though it's less of a problem these days. Maybe I'm losing my sex appeal.
Seismic activity, one of the storm grids, north side. Continue patrolling the area. Switch forward.
You're hearing sounds from us, sir.
Let's be a bit more obvious about which one's the RoboClone here. Hey, Dragon Ball, how's it going? Yeah, but I mean, Harker has something to do with that, but like, the driving force is Van Helsing, right?
The Eagles are now at the access tunnel. They're right under the shower room, sir.
got a bad feeling about this.
Some loud ass birds outside my window, man.
What?
8 pounds isn't huge for a cat. I've had like 20-pound cats before. That was probably the one that was diabetic, though.
Motion sensors. Beams cutting across panel covers. Deal with it.
Commander, beams, some sort of reflective device, possibly a prism. I want to use them there to cut the beam. Send the beam.
Yeah, Garfield's a big boy. 8 pounds isn't huge.
We got motion on the tumbler in the shower room, sir. We got visitors.
Yeah. And hey, Raven, how's it going, buddy? No, the cinematography was fantastic. Like the Skarsgård was very good, and then like the real star was the cinematographer.
Surrendering to the shower room, sir.
What is it with Nicholas Holt where he's got to be in every fucking thing? I guess he's the new Chris Pratt, eh? Where they find a guy who will somewhat get people to go into the theater and they go, okay, cast him in every goddamn thing you can.
Drop your weapon! Drop them! Stand back! Open fire! Drop your weapon! Open fire! It's a fucking trap.
Yeah. I think Chris Pratt's finally out on that, which he might be kind of relieved about. I don't know.
Commander Anderson, if you have any concern for the lives of your men, you will order them to safety.
Yeah, but it used to be, you had a much, much wider array of people who would get people into the theaters,
God knows I agree with you.
right?
Like you, I swore to defend this country against all enemies, foreign, sir, and domestic. General, we've spilled the same blood, the same blood. You know goddamn well I can't get that order. We're dead.
Are we running out of steam on Pedro Pascal yet? Because it feels like we are.
I'm not going to ask again. Don't do anything stupid.
Nick Holt's the current one, and then what? Chalamet? I still don't 100% know what that guy looks like, other than that his jaw's fucked up.
You call it what you want. You're down there, we're up here. You walk into the wrong goddamn room, Commander.
Goddamn it, Commander, one last time. You tell your men to safety their weapons, drop on the deck.
I cannot give that order.
I am not going to repeat that order.
I will not give that order.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Stand fast.
Oh my god. Let's waste these fuckers.
One last time, you order your men to safety their weapons.
What about Tony Todd? I don't think Tony Todd's really in any kind of mode anymore, considering he passed away. Or he's in this. Okay, I think you're out on what we're talking about there for the moment, Brain. I haven't been able to really watch to see what's been going on or who's in it or anything. Is there a fourth one right now? I feel like it was Idris Elba was in there for a little while. Oh yeah, there's Tony Todd. Okay, good job. Chris Pratt was not Chris Pratt. Chris, what's his fucking name? Fucking Captain America. I don't fucking remember his name now. Pretty sure he was another Chris though. No trees today. No, sorry, man. No, I have no interest in that. And Gladiator 2, like it's kind of a complete story. Who's the star of Pedro? That is Pedro Pascal is the star of Gladiator 2? Is that what the deal is? Chris Evans was, yeah, okay. They each had their turn being in too much stuff. Remember when fucking Thor was in the MIB thing? That was weird. Was Pedro Pascal known at all before The Mandalorian? That's the first place I saw him.
Fight another massacre? No way.
We're getting to the bit where his helmet first comes off,
I'm telling you, it's over.
and it felt like it was supposed to be some kind of a reveal. I'm like, I have no idea who that guy is.
Good speed. I'm not gonna kill you. Where are you going?
He was in Game of Thrones before. Oh, was that before? Okay. I guess it was, but he wasn't in Game of Thrones very long, was he? He didn't have a huge role in that. I thought he was just in like 1 or 2 episodes, but
Mason, now he says he's leaving. That is unacceptable. You hear me? Unacceptable. Well, there's a problem, sir. He's got a gun. What do you have, a fucking water pistol? No, sir. Go after him and stop him. Jesus, I knew this might happen, Frank.
Maybe now they'll pay up.
Maybe now they won't, Captain.
Then maybe we need to execute a few hostages. Got a lot of them. Put 'em away.
yeah, no, I didn't. I watched the first season of Game of Thrones, but I already read the books. To that, and then so when the books, the show started diverging from the books, I start to get like cognitive dissonance.
You made a terrible mistake. And more of our brothers have died in vain. Damn you for forcing me into this position.
I didn't think the changes they made enough sense to warrant any kind of diversion.
I need to know who the fuck John Mason is right now, sir. All right, you want to know?
What did I say? What was the thing I said that didn't make any sense?
J. Edgar Hoover is head of the FBI, some say. It's no secret that microphone files of prominent Americans, Europeans, de Gaulle, British members of parliament, even the prime minister. I mean, this guy had dirt on every
And the next book is not coming because he's rich now. I love the thing I saw on where they're like, so what's going on with the next book? It's like, well, the problem is, it's the parody thing,
British crime big number
that I got rich before I finished
trial until he gave up the microphone. But he never did.
Two Police Academy
Hoover to use his daughter.
Disassociation, maybe? Hey, maybe. Okay.
She wasn't born yet. They
That doesn't sound quite right, or at least that isn't my understanding of the term, but I never looked it up. I just heard it in a context and just kind of assumed the context was correct.
From the last half century, the alien landing
Oh.
the truth about the JFK
Beliefs, attitudes, or behaviors. To reduce the system and restore balance by alternative thoughts. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing. Yeah. So I think the context I first heard it in was not quite right. That's fine.
Like me. All right, you want to play tough? You want to play tough with me? Okay, FBI, free sucker.
But yeah, no, the way the parody thing went was like, yeah, no, the problem is that I got rich before I finished the books, and writing's really hard.
Let's find out.
So like, you know, I'm in kind of a bind here in that I have absolutely no motivation to keep going with that.
Sorry to say it is all. Goodspeed, have you resolved the situation?
Not yet.
All right, here, hang on. I'm just gonna grab a drink first.
You're right. I don't use guns and I don't kick down doors. This is what I do.
I've got my glasses.
What it says is chemical weapons specialist. That's right. I got a lunatic up there, man. 15 missiles, armed with some really funky stuff.
You could have told my daughter.
It was classified. Look, I'm in the same situation. I got my girlfriend in the city with a baby on the way. Look, I can defuse the rockets. I really can. I'm gonna need your help out here right now.
Sir, Spanish weapons attack radio missing! Shit. That road gravel. Slice of pipes.
All right.
Probably amazing tunnels on this goddamn island. Check every access.
You ever see him on the street and just go like, "Get to work, you fat fuck," or something like?
Even if you escape from the island, you can't escape the rockets. So, where do you go? Go where? What are you gonna do? Road's located. The way I see it, you don't really have any choice, do you?
I mean, you know, we already got the end of the series. It sucked. You know, whatever. Moving on. George got rich. He can write something that, you know, like he's already written the shit out of this story. 5 or 6 books or whatever the hell it was. I'm sure he wants to try something else now, or just not.
This mother's gonna blow big.
I'd love to see like George R. R. Martin's process, like what it looks like when he tries to write. Yeah, you get the impression George R. R. Martin doesn't really, maybe. It's just something he's kind of good at. And I mean, shit, we've seen what that looks like in comics with guys like Silvestri. I don't think Silvestri likes making comics. I think he likes drawing.
I don't understand. How could we lose radio contact all of a sudden?
We've lost comms. Still got them on locators.
Liefeld, I think Liefeld likes making comics sometimes, like every once in a while. No, you know what? I think he just likes the notoriety that he gets from it. Yeah, you're probably right on that one. Okay, we all know what Roland was saying there, right?
Well, I like history too, and maybe when this is all over, you and I can stop by the souvenir shop together. For right now, I want to find some rockets.
Don't tempt me. We are going to the morgue.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, what came after the Coke Fiend phase? Was there anything good? Maybe not.
Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
I know the end of the Dark Tower was not particularly impressive. I think at the time I was like willing to let it slide because it's like, well, at least we got an ending of some kind. It wasn't terrible. It's like, yeah, it's kind of terrible. Dude even points out when he's going to introduce the Deus Ex Machina.
The rocket. Him, but not the rocket. The other mutants, Professor. The rocket. Not the rocket.
The second Dark Tower, but what? Fucking Drawing of the Three? That's like the best one. So yeah, I guess you weren't gonna get. I'm like, but like, I'm just wondering how you got that far then, because like the Gunslinger's a bit of a slog.
Yeah, okay, that's just about the most awful thing I've ever seen. Okay, sir. Second you do inspections, it kills you. Put it over there.
Oh, you're a Bachman guy. That absolutely makes sense. All right.
Been around a lot of corpses. Is that normal?
The feet thing?
Yeah, the feet thing.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm having kind of a hard time concentrating. Can you do something about it?
Like what? Kill him again?
Listen, I'm
Train crash. Well, I guess that was the Wizard in Glass then. Okay,
stuck in a glass jar and it's very little.
that's the thing. That's the one I'm on board with. Is the short stories.
It's one of the most deadly substances the earth has ever known. So what do you say you cut me some friggin' slack?
I don't know that I've even read that many Stephen King books that I like begin to end. I don't think I have really. A couple, but you know.
Really elegant string of pearls configuration. Unfortunately, incredibly unstable.
No, the short stories are probably the best one. The best things he's ever written.
If the rocket renders an aerosol, it can take out the entire city of people.
Really? What happens if you drop one?
Happily, it'll just wipe out you and me. It's a cholinesterase inhibitor. Stops the brain from sending nerve messages down the spinal cord within 30 seconds. Any epidermal exposure or inhalation, and you'll know. Twinge of the small of your back. The poison seizes your nervous system. Do not move that.
Mister's pretty good, yeah.
Your muscles freeze. You can't breathe.
Oh, I don't know if he did or not. I mean,
Break your own back. Spit your guts out.
it starts feeling pretty different
Melts off.
once you get to Wolves of the Kala.
I think we'd like God on our side at the moment, don't you?
So, and you know, yeah, Song of Susanna feels pretty different. Yeah, all of it does.
Moving the guidance system chips so the rocket
I have no idea what the Ghost. I haven't heard anything about the Ghost Rider stuff before, but
back away.
you know, whatever.
Away.
Guy's been a multimillionaire since like 1980.
Blackbird 1. Blackbird 1.
Blackbird 1, this is Blackbird. Come in, goddammit.
Somebody's still there.
It's moving. Trapped alive. Calls on the morgue. Calls on the morgue. Go, 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 go. Right now, listen up. We got more company. Hold it. Converge on the morgue. Who else? See, come on. Go away. Good. Not enough pressure. I ate it for breakfast. Come on. Time's up. There's 3 rockets somewhere else. We have to find them.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with the Tom J movie. That's pretty good. It's not one of the best adaptations, but it's definitely like the top. Shit, I don't know, maybe 5.
I'm too old for this shit. Where's he going? I have no idea.
All the guy to shit, sir.
We did watch that on the stream, yes.
Two dead men who strongly suggest you go finish the job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir!
I've seen that a bunch of times, though.
You really don't know where this goes? No, I don't know where it goes. We're starting to pick up speed. You know how to slow it down? No, I don't.
Hey, Animax, how's it going? Yeah, no, that's the thing. The best Stephen King adaptations have been. Hey, Arts, how's it going? Have been like the not horror film stuff or the not action film stuff or whatever. Shot, I like, you know, is can you say it's anything better other than Shawshank for the best?
They're coming. Who? The Marines. Where?
Like you can, but I think you're probably incorrect. Shawshank doesn't count. Yeah, that's probably true. It is kind of in class of its own there. Oh, I was gonna say Langoliers, but yeah, Cat's Eye's probably pretty good too, right? I don't think I ever saw Cat's Eye actually.
What's going on? Let's get them off.
Maximum Overdrive, yeah. Everybody loves that one for sure.
Mason!
Well, like Maximum, the truck story is a pretty good example where that short story is fine. It's like 20 pages. It's a nonsensical premise that he treats realistically. And, he kind of gives you a brief glimpse into that. That seems, fairly, reasonable. And then you're out. You're into something else. Yeah, get back here. I think it's by far his best stuff. He doesn't know how to wrap up a story. He does a decent job of juggling separate elements at least, but like compiling like a cohesive narrative is really not his deal. I don't think anybody equated Duel with Maximum Overdrive. Yeah, Duel was a made-for-TV movie that was Steven Spielberg's first directing job.
I'm rather glad you didn't hesitate too long.
Which I'm pretty sure I only know about because of the Dos Macabre book that Stephen King did.
Oh, I was trained by the best. British intelligence.
Yeah, and it's the one with the big truck going after the small car.
But in retrospect, I'd rather been a poet.
From what I understand, I think I've seen bits of it, but I've never really felt the need to hunt that down.
3 hours. Directive is to string Hummel along until the airstrike is operational.
What's the word from Mojave, General? Same as last time. They're going as fast as they can.
Oh, Richard Matheson. Richard Matheson wrote a lot of pretty classic sci-fi and horror stuff.
Let me remind you there are lives at stake, civilian lives. Speak up. Speak up! Tell them you You've got exactly 3 minutes to return the guidance to the exercise yard with Madison will have their hand.
Yeah.
Three to go. You find them, defuse them. Okay? I'll try and delay Hummel.
I Am Legend, Incredible Shrinking Man, all that shit.
What about Mr. Henderson's head?
I Am Legend? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's really only been a couple of attempts. You know, I think there's the 3, right? There's Last Man on Earth, which is like unwatchable just about. Yeah. And Omega Man, which is fun and cheesy, but not a particularly good movie, really. It's like, okay. And then, the Will Smith one, which is like, it's okay, I guess. It's certainly not great. Yeah, I think I tried watching the Vincent Price one, and it's like almost impossible to sit through.
Steady. Well, I've been in the service a long time.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's fine. You know, it's like I need to kill 2 hours.
Answer the question.
You know, oh, what are we gonna watch? Oh, we got I Am Legend. It's like, yeah, I guess that'll do.
You're a long way from home, Captain. How the hell are you involved in this?
Oh, I have a unique knowledge of this prison facility. I was formerly a desk guy.
Is there a 4th version made for TV? You know what? I think you might be right about that. Yeah.
Nice. Come back here, little boy. Did they bother to tell you who I am, why I'm doing this, or they just using me like they do everybody else?
All I know is you were big in Vietnam. I saw the highlights.
You wouldn't have any fucking idea what it means to lead some of the finest men on God's earth in a battle and then see their memory betrayed by their own fucking government.
I don't quite see how you cherish the memory of the dead by killing another million. And this is not combat. It's an act of lunacy, General Sir. Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot.
The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time. Blood of patriots and tyrants.
You still awake, kitten?
Thomas Jefferson.
Patriotism is the virtue of the vicious, according to Oscar Wilde.
Well, you know, no script goes through Hollywood unscathed.
Where are the guidance chips?
I destroyed them.
That's a bad move, soldier.
That means you'll execute us both.
Um, 4-hour page, not so much today. Not on this one. I mean, what did we do? We had 4 hours starting, or 4.5. There we go. There's the line that Monty was using earlier.
What's wrong with these people, huh? Mason? Don't you think there's a lot of anger thrown around this island? Kind of a pubescent volatility? Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, 4.5 hours on the last stream, 2.5 on this stream,
Grow up! Stuck on an island with a bunch of violent.
and probably another hour or so on the next one. So yeah, maybe 8, 9 total.
Anyway, I only got one camera. So,
8 or 9 is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty quick for me these days. He's doing his best. Where's his daughter?
They put you away for a guy.
Do you see the beast? Have you got it in your sights?
limits of last communication from our men on Alpine. 7 hours.
My classman is operational.
Proceedings, gentlemen.
Oh yes, the 2-hour arm. That was a great arm.
We receive launch authority. Your mission is the complete thermal destruction.
It probably will be.
The entire island is to be blanketed, not one square inch missed. 81 American civilians and a number of U.S. Marines will lose their lives in this airstrike.
The moment they had the microphone, suicide. Some solution.
Well, train spotting helped with a little bit of the Sean Connery impression. I know it's shocking that I know any that are any good. We've all heard my walking now, right? So.
Through the intake pipe, but how in the name of Zeus's butthole
Oh,
get out of your cell?
Nicolas Cage yelled butthole. All right,
I only ask
I'm involved,
for
invested.
could prove to be useful information.
Walk out the door, but you'll still hear it forever, man.
Trade secrets, my son.
General, 2 operational rockets left. One's at the lower lighthouse and there is one on the roof and both of the birds are ready to fly, sir. General, you hear me? I heard you, Captain. Oh, just making sure.
Should we prepare for launch, General?
I'll handle the strategy, Captain. The hour is approaching, sir. Just let the general know the time, sir.
I'm very aware of the time, Captain.
Aye, aye, sir. Let you know. Me and my boys are ready. Cock locked and ready to rock.
I got a fever,
You're not leaving! There's a madman in there with his head!
and the only cure is more walking. So that's just spot fucking on right there.
Stop moving, Mason. Mason, stop moving.
I'm a one good. It's a soldier, not a murderer. I read in his eyes.
Read his eyes? Oh, well then everything's just fine! I can't afford to take that chance!
Okay, I honestly I never equate Sean Connery's accent with a Scottish accent. It just sounds like a Sean Connery accent. And, you know, like I can't quite like, you know, obviously there's different parts of yeah, me too. With watching too much Train Spotting, I did that quite a bit. So that's where most of my Scottish accents come from. So like try to do like if you can try to do Begbie, which is tough to lock down.
General line.
I can try, but I'm trying to remember the dialogue. Here, let me see the quote. I can read it, that might help. Oh yeah. At last he got glass. Oh no, I don't have it right now. No cunt. Nate cunt leaves till here till we find out what cunt did it. You got to get like bear down on all the consonants.
Insane. Age Volvo. And I'll be dead. Or back in prison, which is the same thing. You're not leaving. Oh! Alright. I'll do it myself.
That's some great stuff.
I got 3 weeks weapons training. I'll kick back. Have a platoon full of Marines. No problem.
Major, patch me in the roof battery.
Aye, sir. 5. Open control circuit coordinates to the rooms.
I do what my rendition of him yelling about bad boy, but like not right up next to the microphone like this, I think, and not with my windows open. That's for damn sure.
Get on your knees! My name's Stanley Goodspeed. I'm a chemical weapons specialist for the FBI. Glass or plastic? What? Glass or plastic? Glass or plastic! Shut the fuck up! Because if the winds change, after you launch those rockets, we're all gonna die! Shut up! And you're gonna end up in either a glass jar or a plastic bag! So what do you say you do the man?
Soundtrack was pretty good too.
That's what burns the rocket! I said shut the fuck up!
Yeah, no, Spuds is particularly good too. Just how thick that thing gets.
Made the right choice.
Oh, I went to Craigie. I enjoyed it. It's funny because it kind of describes what it is. The second Train Spotting, and it's a nostalgia trip where he's a tourist in his own. What was it?
Access code entered. Weapon available for release.
Tourist of his own past, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
The weapon is hot. I'm standing by for launch command. Affirmative. Standing by for command.
Oh, was he in Wonderwood? Okay. I remember he was in Alien vs. Predator. Don't ask me why I watched that. That's embarrassing.
Fire.
Well, I mean, the train spotting area is supposed to be all from like Leith and around there, right? So I wonder how many of them attempted that because I can't imagine Ewan McGregor's from around there. But, or like Robert Carlyle for that matter. But I imagine Robert Carlyle probably put in the work to figure out what the Leith accent sounds like. Oh, the World War I thing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I bet you Monty loves Alien versus Predator. He's all over that shit. He's just wondering why it's not Alien versus Predator versus RoboCop remake.
New direction 275 degrees west. Headed out to sea, sir.
Christ.
Missile losing altitude. Falling. 300 feet. 200. 100.
That's enough, I think.
Bogey detonated on
Yeah. who's completely the skinny Scotsman with the camera, who's completely incomprehensible. No, I think AVP was more up his alley. Requiem is I'd like I think Requiem's indefensible. Like even for Monty.
Captain, step outside.
I know that's a shtick, but like, you know. And then what? Pleasure. Like my pleasure and other people's leisure.
What was that, Frank? So what the hell? I heard what you said. If you're gonna be insubordinate, I'd appreciate it if you do it with a little more respect. Crap. What the hell are you doing? I'm not ready to kill this people. Call it back. I'll ask for more time. No. Do it, Frank. We're coming loose. You're coming loose. The rest of us are in complete control. We're asking for a new deadline. The men are falling apart. The men are Marines. Are they? What if I could do Craig? You've been asked by an old friend. Put him on the phone right now.
You've been ordered by a superior
There's
officer.
a Major Baxter.
Now you're being given your last chance by a man with a gun. Put the phone down.
Thought you were ready to kill.
I'm warming up.
At ease.
Yeah, if you can get Spud, like I'm sure the guy could do a reasonable American accent, but like if you can figure out a way to get him in there as a Scot, you got to get him to use his real accent.
These past few hours been the longest, darkest of my life.
I don't think I know Ravenous. That's an idea.
1 million civilians against 81 hostages. And in the middle, Frank Hummel.
We have ignored, abandoned,
Yeah.
marginalized a great soldier like Frank Hummel.
And American boys have paid for that neglect in blood.
Dark Lives Home. Okay.
And equally tragic.
We haven't watched Near Dark yet, have we? Or have we? I know we discussed it.
This is the worst call I've ever had to make.
Priorities, Lee, you know?
Red under the tower. Press clearance. Not a firepower they're gonna drop in there. Tower, this is strike leader. Prepared to go. It'll be over in a few seconds.
I remember my daughter was watching Once Upon a Time for a while, and it's like, oh, that's fucking Begbie. All right. I'm still not watching this thing with you, but that's nice that he's in it, I guess.
Change the point of view. That's
So now they think we're gutless. The feds, they think more actually.
They're gonna come at us with everything they got. Air and sea. They're gonna bomb our ass back to the Stone Age.
They don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's
We're not gutless. We're uncommon. Yeah, right.
one of those shows. My daughter's always watching a show like Once Upon a Time.
Consequences of our actions I'll face alone.
Excuse me, General. But what about the fucking money?
There is no fucking money. Mission's over. Bullshit, it's over.
You're talking to a general, soldier. Maintain discipline.
I'm not a soldier, Major. The day we took hostages, we became mercenaries. And mercenaries get paid. I want my fucking money!
This mission was based on the threat of force. I'm not about to kill 80,000 innocent people. Do you think I'm out of my fucking mind? We bluffed. They called it. The mission's over. What is that? Anything about bluffing, General? Stand down.
Stand down, Captain.
Yeah, like an actual
Major, I'm ordering you to take these men to the chopper.
Brothers Grimm kind of show. That'd be interesting.
It's a simple thing.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Is that the one that basically just turned into? There was a show that was very much like the Once Upon a Time thing, where it was all about fairy tale shit, and then it just kind of turned into like, here's this week's animal person hybrid. That's another species of mystical creature that we just forgot to tell you about before.
It's been the greatest honor of my life serving you, General. But like he said,
That was that grim? Okay, I thought so. I remember the first season being okay, and then the second season is like, okay, I can see this is just what this is turning into. I'm out. Kate can watch that if she wants.
God, what have I done? Where's the last rocket? Where's the last rocket? Where's the last rocket?
Supernatural sucked for like the last 14 years or whatever. You could argue the last 15, I think. Yeah. As soon as they started bringing in the that was one I watched with her constantly, and was good on like keeping up with her for a good like 11, 12, 13 seasons. I don't remember how many seasons did that show go. It was like I don't think it's quite 20, but I see. Oh, okay, so it's 15 seasons. So maybe I didn't watch as long far as I thought. I must find this out. Sorry, 15 seasons total. So I probably watched for like 10. Actually, I think it was longer. Yeah, no, I think it was more like 12 or 13. And like as soon as they did the Leviathans for season 7 or whatever, it's like, oh shit, I can see where this is going now. Where we're just gonna keep elevating. This is the new biblical bad guy that we have to defeat at the end of the season.
I think you got started off on the wrong foot. Stan Goodspeed, FBI. Let's talk music. Do you like the Elton John song Rocket Man?
I don't like soft ass shit.
Yeah, and it's so fucking boring. Like you gotta switch up objectives, or like I don't care. I don't need to see a bigger one and a bigger bad every single fucking year. It's boring. That's why when they did there was the one episode where they were going to turn Dean into a demon, and I was interested. I was like, oh shit, that could switch things up completely, absolutely. And then they fucked that up. It's like, okay, I'm absolutely out now. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, Buffy got kind of. It's been a long time since I saw Buffy. I think I remember how Buffy went. But yeah, there was a progression there because like she was moving through. Like when did they graduate? End of season 3? I can't remember. Maybe it was season 4, and then they go to university, and it's a slightly different world. And then yeah, the last couple of seasons, she's trying to just get along as like an adult. Yeah, and then her fucking mom dies, and she's got to support the family. And you got to have Giles go away so that he can come back and it be all triumphant and shit, right? And he's all badass now. Buffy managed to do all right for that. You know, they were always. I feel like Joss Whedon had a reasonable amount of control on that thing. I mean, that makes sense. And it worked for in where the character was too, where she was like kind of going out of control, right? And you know, like it was that time of her life where she should theoretically be striking out, and she was doing a shitty job of it. I thought that worked all right. Yeah, exactly. And then you know, it was like Dad's home afterward. After that. Oh, okay. It's funny because Supernatural was kind of the reverse, where it got completely stuck in the hole. We got to keep this thing exactly how it is if we're going to keep people interested. And to the point where it felt like the creator stepped in on the last episode of whatever season it was. I don't know where Dean got turned into a demon, and tried to like right the ship and get it in a different direction. And then the next season, they immediately went back to the usual bullshit.
Strapped to the deck, 100 feet below radar.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean that's all the audience wanted to see anyway, right? Was just more of the deal. It's like, this is what I come to this show for. So naturally, it's going to have to keep doing the same thing it always does.
Let me through, please. Let me through. The Saabs did not get hit. The bombs hit on the back of the island.
Different era with Cheers, right?
Right on saving your ass. I'm amazed you ever got past puberty. Suppose all this will make a great bedtime story to tell your kid. You're insane, Mason. You'll have nightmares. Spend all my money on shrinks. Goodspeed, come in. Goodspeed, do you read me? Come in. Getting all radio frequencies. Goodspeed, do you read me? Come in. Goodspeed, do you read me? Come in. Goodspeed, do you read me? Come in. This is Goodspeed. Are the hostages alive? Every one of them. Goodspeed? Womack. What about Mason? He's dead, sir. How? When? Just come and get me. Womack tore up your pardon, John. Of course.
Not a whole lot changed, yeah.
The SDUs and scuba gear should still be where we came ashore.
Haircuts changed a little bit. Well, I guess Elaine's did.
$200 in the Bible. 26. It's been a long time since I've said thank you to anyone. Well, Stanley, we'll go our separate ways. I'm sure you know the etymology of your name, Goodspeed. Yeah, Godspeed. To wish someone a prosperous journey. Why? Well, if you fancy a job, I recommend football, Kansas. I was thinking Maui. Forget Maui. St. Michael's Church, Fort Walton, Kansas.
Not a Seinfeld fan. Why am I surprised?
Is this what I think it is? Mason?
This is a silly fucking panel. Can't do these tiny figures at all. Let's just try you doing a bit more shadow, because they look terrible as it is.
Vaporized. Blown out to sea.
Bruce Mason was his body. I see that's rich. Vaporized.
Hey, Babyface, thank you very much. It's coming along.
Vaporized? Body can vaporize?
Yeah. Absolutely, sir. St. Michael's Church. From Pew Lane. From Pew Lane.
Oh, yes, baby, come on!
okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna mess with it any further, I don't think. Just gonna finish off this thing. If you ever see it in real life, it'll be at 60% or whatever. That'll have to be good enough. And I mean, you know, this is the point of the page. This is just getting us there. All right. That's it for that one. So we can, I think, call it a night. Now it's just about dark out. All right. So, yeah, this was kind of where I wanted to get to tonight, finishing this panel. And not familiar, no. Hey, Alistair. So, yeah. Thanks for sticking around, guys. We'll finish this thing up on Sunday. God, I hope, anyway, because this is all I really got to draw left. And I actually have tomorrow's video done for once. When was the last time that happened? Yeah, I like it. I think I like how it's coming along. Okay, then. That is a fun fact I did not know. All right. I'll see you guys on Sunday or in the Discord or whatever. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll talk to you later. Hang on a second. There we go. Bye. Wait. Fuck, it didn't go.